the mats are calling.
McCloud! Ah.
Oh, way to give him the razz, robot critters. Let's press on, shall we? Tall and proud. Our invention this week are these printers you wear on the front of your person. And tiny diodes are attached
Tiny itchy diodes, you mean?
Tiny diodes are attached to the headbands, and they read your cranial cavity and reproduce your self-image on these ready-to-wear boards for all the world to see. Ready, Frank? Start thinking. I'll switch on your computer. Now, Frank, tell our viewers a little bit about yourself.
Well, when I was in high school, I wasn't a freak or a jock or a brain or anything like that. I was basically one of those people who got along with everybody. I fit in with every group. I'm basically a good person with solid goals and a strong value system. If I run into someone on the street, sure, I'll give them the time of day. But if they cross me, they're off my list. I guess what I'm trying to say is, remember me as Frank. One of the good ones. How'd I do?
Good. Real good. Now I'll turn mine on. Walk quietly among other men, but know their power, for they are your enemies. Quietly crush them as you work diligently through the night. Pay attention to the man behind the curtain, for he is your ally. Drink deeply and lustfully from the foamy draught of evil. Do it to the other guy before he does it to you, and be bad to the bone, won't you? Thank you.
Sir, that color looks good on you.
Oh, this old thing, I just threw it on. Well, it's your turn, Jolly-Oly Infantry.
Hey, sirs, that one's pretty neat. I hope you like mine. I decided to combine two popular products, the Kleenex dispenser and the phone machine. When I used to live back down on Earth, when I worked at an office, everybody complained that the fax machine paper was just like tissue, and that gives me an idea. And I say, hey, why not combine the two so you got a fax machine Kleenex dispenser?
Is it a Kleenex dispenser that thinks it's a fax machine? Or a fax machine that thinks it's a Kleenex dispenser? Hey, wait a minute!
Well, thanks, Linus. Send it on up. I just talked to Dr. Linus Pauling, and he's sending up the cure for the common cold.
Wow.
Oh, you can hear it working. Oh, it's in. Hey, the cure for the common cold is so... Sorry, sirs.
Gesundheit, Snotlocker.
Mads are calling.
Those bots are wild. He should really discipline them more. I mean, they're cute and everything now, but once they get older, you won't be able to control them. Sad, really.
Frank?
Yes, Your Kinchiness?
Does it hurt much? Well, Gooper, as you discipline your little no-neck monsters, I'll be casually blowing you out of the water once again with this week's Invention Exchange. Everyone knows that plants love music, but no one has taken advantage of their vast knowledge of it. Frank?
Oh, yes, that's why we slave bleak, horrible hours in our stifling lab, our knotty, gnarled hands doing black, unspeakable things, twisting God's work into our own hellish, slithering, mutacious thing. Until we came up with this. A plant that reviews music.
Why don't you start the tape, Frank?
I'll start the tape.
Beethoven's Waldstein Sonata, number 21, opus 53, is a prime example of a musical genius at the top of his form and maturity. The strong, sonorous chords in the first movement, the swiftly changing modulations, speed fluidly towards an exhilaratingly powerful climax of restated theme.
I thought it had no texture.
Bugger off.
Well, Joel?
You know, that one didn't seem very scary for you guys. Anyway, my invention exchange this week is based on the premise that tattoos are far too permanent. I'll set the stage for you. Let's see. Port of call, Philippine Islands. You meet a really nice girl, and you have a couple of friendly shots, and you split the fire dog platter, but tomorrow morning, when you're on your way to Subic Bay, all you've got is a bellyache and a tattoo that says Mingo.
Yeah, but with this new non-permanent tattoo, you just peel up the sheet and start your life over again the right way.
You see, the problem is that people get tattoos when they're drunk, and they end up with irrational slogans. With this tattoo, you can erase those and write sensible things like grocery lists or your girlfriend's birthday.
What do you think, sirs?
Does what hurt?
Would you mind reuniting my head with my body, please, Joel Bob?
Who said that? Old Joel Robinson had a farm?
I don't think so.
Well, never before has the term booby been more appropriate. Why don't you tell him about the Invention Exchange, Frank?
Well, when you're an on-the-go kind of a guy like myself, sometimes you need eardrops, sometimes you need eye drops, sometimes you need nose drops, sometimes you need throat drops. Sometimes when you touch, the honesty is too much. I want to hold you till I
shut
cry.
up, Frank. Look, carrying all those medications around, granted, is an inconvenience. That's why I say combine them. That's why we invented the orbital otorhinolaryngological dropper. Very conveniently combines all the ear, nose, and throat medications you need into a convenient package. What do you think, farm boy?
Well, this is perfect because after your invention makes people feel better, they can enjoy their good health by going to the park and enjoying this new invention. It's called the musical chair.
I
You get it? Okay.
Snappy.
Woo. Yeah, what better way to sit in with your favorite musicians? is sit in with the, because it's a chair.
What do you think, sirs?
I thought it had no texture.